The market for condos in Chicago has been really decimated by COVID and now the higher interest rates. I mean, prices are down downtown Chicago by about 30%. The high rises have been hit bad. Some people are predicting they're going to make a comeback, but I think it's going to be very, very slow comeback for the condos downtown. The smaller condo buildings are doing well, like duplex downs and a 6-unit building in the neighborhoods like East Village, Bucktown, Wicker Park, Lincoln Park, Lakeview. Those have been selling very well, as have single family homes have been hot and should continue to be hot. There may be a little bit more inventory in those, but that market's still going to remain pretty tight. But those condos, if you want a bargain, got to check the rental restrictions on a lot of them. Some changes with COVID. They've kind of opened it up quite a bit. Quite a few units are able to be rented, but overall, condos are a deal. If you want to be by Millennium Park, the Loop, Mag Mile, even the Gold Coast, things are pretty fluid as far as good deals go and reduced prices. Just make sure you get in a building that is solid, like financially very solid, because that can, and no lawsuits too, that can really take a toll on the values and the reputation of the building. This time of year, going into the fall, is when the best deals happen. Don't wait until the new year. Get in now. Rates are a little bit higher. You can always refinance, but the deals are best now. People that are on the market really want to sell. I mean, they're pretty darn serious. The inventory levels are high, especially for the high rises, and you can negotiate a heck of a lot more than you can for a single family home or even for a condo after the first of the year. There's one particular unit for sale right over by East Bank, and they've been dropping their price 100 grand at a time for months, and they're down probably about 300 grand now, and they have a lot of equity. I know who the person is that owns it, and they can afford to take pretty much a bath on it. So things like that you want to look out for. Some great deals to be had and will protect you when you go to sell in the future. River North is has some buildings that are selling pretty well overall. Smaller, more luxury boutique buildings. Some of them have traded quickly, close to ask, like things that are around $3 million or a little over. West Loop also has had some good sales, but it's settling a little. River North and the West Loop have some more mid-sized buildings. Some of the $3 million to $4 million sales have sold pretty quickly. Those newer buildings, there's definitely still a market for, but a lot of the other units, they're 500 to $1 million. There's been some really long market times in comparison to the past, and definitely more negotiation going on. But again, don't get me wrong, closer to the lake, Mag Mile, Millennium Park, Streeterville, those areas have gotten hammered more than anywhere else. So that's where you can really get some deals, and I think that they will play out pretty well in the future if that's something that you're interested in. But one thing I'd keep in mind is there's some bad advice going on out there. There's probably going to be a huge turnover in real estate agents going on when the market dips like this. People that were kind of in at the high point don't really have perspective on the different understandings of the dips in the market, and they don't really know what they're talking about sometimes. So you want to be aware of that. One good example of bad advice is people just saying, you better buy now because rates are only going to go up. Well, you don't want to buy this second unless. One of the examples of a big mistake is I've heard some agents say you got to buy right now because rates are going to go up more. Well, more important than the rates are the price of the unit. And November, December are the times where you really get some great deals, and you want to be patient. You want to know the buildings. You want someone that knows the market in the past, how they appreciate all these things. So be patient, but capitalize November, December if you can. That's where the best deals are, and you can always refi, like I said before, if rates do go down. And there are certain buildings that are kind of trail the market more than others, meaning they have some built-in appreciation. So just call, text, email. You want any info on downtown Chicago market at all, or single families, townhomes, but just kind of focus a little bit more on the condo market downtown and on the north side right now. Just call, text, email.